I saw this video. I could relate. I was like, oh my God, I ain't never heard anybody say something that I was thinking and feeling so accurately, so on the spot. Check it out.
If my mom would have just went on ahead and told me the truth and just been like, girl, your dad does not know how to be a dad. I know you love your daddy. I know you want to call your daddy. I know you want to talk to your daddy. But your dad is not ready to be a dad. It's not up to you to always constantly call your dad. Your dad is supposed to call you. It's not your job to always constantly try to get in contact with your parent. That's up to your parent. That's not your job, sweetheart. Calm down. Be cool. If they love you like they say they do, they will contact you. It's not your problem, baby. It's not your fault. You are not the problem. They are the problem. You don't have to constantly pick up that phone, little girl. This is me talking to me. You don't have to pick up that phone, little girl, to call him. He has to call you. That's not your problem. That's not your fault. So for anybody want to sit here and tell me that I'm being bitter, bitch, I am bitter. Because I am that child. I grew up as that child. I went through a lot of unnecessary shit that could have been avoided if I would have been just told the fucking truth. So y'all want to sit here and try to tell somebody what they should do as a parent if you have not went through it as a parent? If you are a child that had both of your parents, please shut the fuck up. Or if you are a mother that has a child that has both of their parents in their life, shut the fuck up. Because you don't know how this goes. You see my hurt? That's what a lot of young men and young women have to fucking go through. Unnecessary ass shit. My people sat there and watched me fucking hurt. Telling me that man loved me. It's gonna be okay. He love you. He gonna come. You sit there watching me call this man every fucking day. He not picking up the phone. And you're not telling me nothing but he loved me. You're not telling me the truth. And it hurts me. That's why I'm like this now. I don't trust no man. I can't be in a good relationship because I don't trust none.
A lot of people come to me and they ask me, what am I going to tell my son when he grows up? Because he's never met his father. Father pays child support. Child support is garnished out of his pay. It's court ordered. And a lot of people ask me, what am I going to tell my son when I get older? And they always tell me to never speak negatively about my son's father to my son because it can't affect my son negatively. And when I say that I'm going to tell the truth, a lot of people are like, why? And it's mainly because I'm trying to save my son from the heartache associated with him not knowing the truth. I remember when I was growing up, and I used to ask my mother about my father all of the time, and she always had like these negative stories. She ain't lie. But one thing she didn't explain to me was that if he wanted to be a father or he wanted to be around, I wouldn't have had to go looking for him. I wouldn't have had to go trying to find where he was because he would have been looking for me. And so because I had that type of relationship with my father, I was subconsciously doing that in relationships with men. I would meet guys and I would kind of like be chasing after them, trying to figure out why in the world they weren't calling like they were supposed to, why they were cheating, why they lie, why they disappear, why they wouldn't show up to dates, all types of stuff. And I was just putting up with it. I learned what a valuable lesson to teach my daughter. I always tell her all of the time, number one, you can be anything you want to be in the world. Don't ever choose to be the girl that's sitting up there crying over a man. And number two, imagine yourself as the type of girl who already has the type of man that she wants. Would she be chasing after him? No, because she has confidence that he is there in her life and he ain't going nowhere. When you walk around with that level of confidence, When you see a man not performing the way that he should inside of the interaction with you, you simply move on to a man who actually knows how to treat you. You're not chasing men. You're not going out here trying to find love, trying to jump through hoops to get a man to love you. And I feel like I did that for a long time. And the only reason why I did that is because I felt like that's what I needed to do to get my father. I felt like all he needed to do was see how wonderful I was, and he loved me. So I started acting like that towards all men, because a woman's relationship with her father is the first relationship she has. It's the first blueprint. It's the first heartbreak. My mother could have saved me a lot of time if she just would have been flat out like, he don't want you. He ain't never gonna want you. He's just not that type of person, and it has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with what kind of person he is. She would have saved me a lot of time. So I'm going to tell my son, Mommy loved your dad, and your dad depicted himself to be the type of man that loved me too. And when we created you, we were seemingly in love. But sometimes some men don't feel like they're man enough. So to overcompensate for not feeling like they're man enough, they have to collect a lot of women. Some men are simply not ready to be fathers and husbands, but they will depict themselves as that type of man in order to get a certain type of woman. And that's what your father did to me. And you need not ever do that to a woman, because it hurts me. And I know it hurts you not to have your father. That's what I'm going to tell my son. I may not say it verbatim like that, but you get the point I'm trying to make. So it hurts. And I know it's a lot of men out there who didn't grow up with their father. And I want y'all to understand, you are enough of a man. Your masculinity will never be taken from you. You're a man. Nothing a woman can do. Nothing society can do. No type of agenda can take your masculinity from you unless you allow it. And accumulating a whole bunch of women and mistreating them, manipulating them, that isn't going to make you more of a man. It's going to make you more toxic. And you're going to have a trail of broken hearts and debris behind you in your life journey. You don't want that type of regret. You don't want that guilt hanging on you. See, it may feel okay right now. It may feel like you the man. But with time, it's not going to feel like that, because you're going to get a better understanding of life. And you're going to start judging yourself for the things that you did to other people. And that's going to be your karma. So as a man, if you are out in these streets without a father, please understand that being a deadbeat or not taking care of your own children after you have experienced yourself what it's like to not have a father, that's the worst thing that you can do to a child. And it may feel normal right now for you to do something like that, but later on you will feel the consequences if you live long enough. It ain't gonna feel pleasant. And ladies, when you out here looking for your father, don't try to look for your absent father in these men. Don't take your daddy issues into these relationships with these men, because you will start tolerating bullshit that you never thought you would. All because you want love, all because you want acceptance, all because you're trying to fill a void. Oh, it's going to be all right, though. You can always trust a power higher than your own and ask for God to bring you someone who is a fatherly figure, who you can admire and learn things from. When I felt like my mother wasn't there for me, I know my father wasn't there for me, but sometimes when my mother wasn't there for me, I would look to Michelle McKinney Hammond when I was in my early 20s, and I was trying to figure out what kind of woman I wanted to be. And I couldn't necessarily rely on my mother to tell me what kind of woman that was, because she wasn't necessarily the type of woman that I wanted to be. I just happened to be in a bookstore one day, and I was in like a self-help section or a Christian section. I can't even remember. And I saw some books there of Michelle McKinney Hammond. And the type of woman Michelle McKinney Hammond is kind of the woman that I am today. If you look at Michelle McKinney Hammond and then you look at me, it's like, oh, that's kind of where Soncerae's personality came from. And I remember when I told her this on Instagram, and she had such a graceful response. It meant so much to me that after years of collecting this woman's writing, after many years of collecting all of her books and emulating my life after hers, even though I ended up not ministering and not being Christian, still a lot of the things I learned from her, I apply to my life. And it helped me be a better person. So I'm telling you, like, if you are looking for a father figure or a mother figure, there's plenty of people who are willing to be positive role models for you, especially on social media nowadays. Now, be careful. I'm not saying pick just anyone, but use your discernment, use your intuition. Find you someone. It's definitely somebody out there for you specifically, because your creator did not send you here without somebody to guide you. Now, I can be your auntie. I can be your big sister Somo. I can be your life coach. I can speak love and light into your life. But it's your choice. Whatever you do, know you are loved. Know you are appreciated. And there is someone out there for everybody, not just romantically, but if you're looking for people to be a part of your family, if you're looking for people to be friends with, if you're looking for just guidance and a place to feel warm and positivity, it's out there. You just got to go looking for it, okay? Have vision and stay focused. Namaste. Welcome to my side of the internet. My name is Soncerae Monique. I'm a certified life coach for both men and women. I have a 50-50 audience, so I try to play fair with both genders. I'm going to keep it real with both of y'all. Everybody can improve because everybody is a part of the problem. I want everyone to unify and produce loving unions. Hopefully you do too. There is no gender war here. I promote positive perspectives and healthy debates, so be careful what you post inside of my comment section. It is very much okay to disagree, but have emotional intelligence and release toxicity elsewhere, ladies and gents. Don't take it out on each other. Make sure you follow me on all of my socials. Go to SonceraeMonique.com to purchase any of my books or to sign up on any of my membership sites. Thank you for spending time with me. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.